run it back, 100 stack, in the trunk with his fire tag, punch the gas, run into the future, past, I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back, yeah, that's a fact. Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. New season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Already here, they'll audible to something else. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Pickett. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, these Steelers, Charles, 9-8 a year ago. Their quarterback, Kenny Pickett, made 12 starts as a rookie. Do you see a jump coming both for him and potentially for this franchise?
I do, and I trace it back to a December game against Baltimore in 2022. Kenny Pickett made some big plays down the stretch to give Pittsburgh a victory. Plus, the Steelers have added some nice pieces around him, and they'll be able to protect him even better in 2023.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll net only 35 here. Following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Gray on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action here. Purdy. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
McCaffrey, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pickett going to bootleg it. And that's going to be incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Pickett. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. Samuel going to go in motion right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now Purdy. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's Purdy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, That's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back to throw. Pickett. Flushed out right. Finding Harris over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Purdy. Under pressure, they got him again. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now 3rd down and very long. Purdy off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's another carry for Harris. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Harris looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Powers through. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He'll let it fly for Austin. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Being chased out left. Wise play by Pickett, sliding to avoid the hit. He also has the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now a first down carry for Harris. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete left side to Gray. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Purdy. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Purdy. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this pass caught by Gray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now. On the give, this is Harris. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 64 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Bubba Bolden. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 92 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game.
That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th-quarter stop? Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Gets around him. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Pickett to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Pickett. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Oh, and he'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1. And one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to